Okay, so last of the figures that I picked up this month is the Titanium series figures here. I've got 3 Decepticons from waves 1 and 2, and part of wave 3. And then I guess the collector I purchased them all off of, he just stopped at wave 3, unfortunately. So, but I got a good deal. I paid like 26 US for all of these guys, which is amazing. And I never had any of the Titanium series. Thundercracker looks amazing in his vehicle mode. And the one thing I really like about these figures is just how easy they are to transform. Titanium, they have a lot of metal components, which is really nice. And excuse me, as you can see there, he just transforms so easily, and he's just very solid. Everything is on ratchets, and he's not super articulate, but he comes with a cool stand. Stand's only built for robot form, unfortunately, and but there you go. Like, he's just pretty easy to transform overall. And it looks really, really nice, the Titanium. This is, I guess, the first attempt, as I recall. I could be wrong. Feel free to correct me. But I think this is the first attempt to make Seekers that were Cybertron inspired. So, very nice. I want to pick up Starscream and Skywarp if they have him. Fortunately, Thundercracker didn't come with any accessories besides the stand. But the stand is really, really cool. He's got a little plug on his back, which is really neat, and so the plug right there, so he could actually. I mean, it's for the head of the jet to plug in, but if you want, you can also find a stand, and then you could display him in jet form flying. So that's really cool. And I picked up, and you can see these stands there, interchangeable. And so each figure comes with a stand. Here's Megatron. And Megatron is really cool. Little M there on the front side of his bumper. And you can see, I won't transform all these guys, but I just want to show you how easy they are to transform. And a lot of people don't like how easy Transformer figures are to transform, but I do. Like, I don't want to spend hours trying to transform my figures. And that kind of bothers me. Like, I love MP44 that I picked up in Japan. That's another video for another day. I want to do a Japan haul video. It's going to be amazing, guys. Like, I basically go to all the Japanese stores that are my favorites, and I show you guys kind of what I purchased, what's there for sale in 2019. So stay tuned for that. But here's basically Megatron in his robot form, and you can see here he just crumbles really, really easily. These are not super great figures in my opinion, but he goes on the top here. Yeah, so he just clicks in, and you just can't really play. There's not a lot of playability for these Titanium series, and they're super heavy. So that's another thing about these figures here. They're so heavy that if they fall over and they're full of metal parts, they can chip so easily. So that's a cool version of Megatron. He's got the G.I. Joe crossover on him, which is kind of neat. And that was the first wave. Included Megatron, G.I. Joe crossover, and Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime was the other one, and this is from the War Within comic. So this is probably my favorite of the batch. Comes with his nice Optimus Prime stand, and his iconic blaster comes in gray. And the good thing about these figures is they all have storage for their weapons and accessories. So I won't transform that just because I don't want this video to take too long. And here's Scourge I also picked up. He's got a really nice mode for his plane mode, but his robot mode is just atrocious. I really don't like it. But he transforms so easily, so I'll quickly show him because of how quickly he can transform. That's it. That's Scourge. He comes with no accessories except for his stand. and he has less diecast than the original wave of these titanium series. So I feel like they started to skimp on the figures as they went on, making them with less metallic parts. And I also have Jetfire here, and this is an adaptation based off War Within. I really do like the mode, the plane mode. The robot mode is not as nice. Definitely, his face sculpt is weird. He doesn't have antenna, but he's got a beautiful plane mode. And then the last figure I picked up is Optimus Prime, and I'll do a review on all 6 of them together instead in another video. But he's got a beautiful car mode, eh? The only thing about him is that he like the other guys, there's a little storage for his gun, and his legs are just super heavy. So it's good for posing, but the only problem with that is that if you ever drop Rodimus, he'll chip, and so he just turns, turns like that, and then there's his head on a swivel. Yeah, so there is Rodimus in vehicle form. I do like him, or robot mode. I do like him more in vehicle form. I think he looks way nicer in vehicle form. But it's really cool that they built a figure that has the trailer kind of built into him. That's very rare. Most Rodimuses have that separate. And there you go. There's Rodimus Prime Titanium. Nice and heavy figure. And I'm just going to end the video off with some of these figures that I purchased also this month. I got a good deal on these cyberverse guys. I collect Optimus Primes, so I'll add this one to my collection of mini Optimus Prime figures. And I watched an episode of the Robots in Disguise, and they had these scraplets attacking the Autobots. So I thought that was really cool. So just wanted to pick up a scraplet for my collection. I remember him, Bulkhead, being terrified of the scraplet in an episode. So that was really cool. And then BotBots. Now this is geared towards little kids. You can see there that in a pack you get 4 and a mystery one as well. And I just picked this up as a conversation piece in my collection. I'll probably go on the bottom of my collection for those kind of one-off Transformers. And as you all know, I love Siege War for Cybertron, so I'm trying to collect most of it. And I never picked up the first reflector. Or refractor. It was the one that was based off the G1 color. The cartoon colors. But this one came out, and it was part of the G1. It had a G1 kind of color scheme, which was really, really cool. It comes with a nice instruction booklet, as you can see here. And I love the packaging. That's something that really caught my eye. As you can see here, it's like a camera box. And then the camera, I love this little wrap there. And then you open it up, and then you've got his accessories there, his 3 guns that turn into a tripod. And then he comes with a really cool, there you go, there's his camera and his shutter. And he comes with a Kremzik. And the Kremzik here is really, really nice. Like, he's got holes in his feet, so you could put him on a lot of different figures. Let's see here. He'll go on the shoulders form together. You just put the 3 pieces together like this, and that forms a tripod. And there's a little hole there on his butt, and that just goes and slots in there. I think it should, right? Unless I'm missing a piece. Maybe missing a piece. I am missing a piece. So He's got 2 shutters here. You don't need either one of them, just because this new reflector has that extra piece that the other the individual ones didn't have. So it just goes on top of this spyglass guy, and then you can just pull this off now. You don't need it, and then shove it right here, and then that will create the stand for refractor, sorry. And there you go. Beautiful. Looks way nicer than the G1 version. I love a lot. I love exclusives. They're like my favorite thing. So the G1 reflector is one of my favorite figures. I've got the box and everything. And you can see here is a screenshot of the G1 reflector in my collection. And this is a nice homage to the G1 reflector. And I probably won't transform him and leave him in this camera mode and display him next to my G1 figure maybe. I don't have anything like new that's displayed with my G1s. So this might be the first thing that I put next to it, because it just looks so good. And it's a good size. Like it's handheld. Like you know, feels like a real camera. There's a pretend button there. It's too bad that this button doesn't actually like turn, or you can't press it. And this could shoot in the original figure, but overall, very, very nice. I like this a lot. And to conclude this video out, let's just talk quickly about these 3 figures I picked up. I've waited for this guy for a while. I had the other volume 20 Studio Series Retro Garage B, and this version here has the figures as well, and they are a different color than volume 2. So okay, so I just pulled up my volume 2 as well, so you can see there are distinct differences between the two. Here's volume 1 on the left, volume 2 on the right, and you'll notice that the color of the tapes is very different. Like volume 1 is more of an orange and a green, and if you look at volume 2, that's a yellow and a blue, a navy blue. So they are very different. And of course the boxes are different. Let's see here. Let's compare the boxes. One of them is, why won't this go in? Anyway, I'll play with that later. But the boxes are different. And one's blue, one is red. And Index 20, there's nothing there. Transformers on the top there, that's the same. Different colored boxes, which is nice. And the artwork on both of these is very different as well. Here's 19 and 20 together. And there's 19B in his Camaro form with an old ghetto blaster. And then here is Bumblebee in his Volkswagen form. So they're very different. They're not the same. But I do think that this Volume 2, which came out a lot cheaper than the Volume 1, I think this one really did hurt the sale price of the San Diego Comic-Con one. A lot of people were trying to jack up the price of the San Diego Comic-Con one, and so I just waited them out, and then I eventually picked it up this month, right? And I got it for 90 Canadian dollars. So if you break down 90 Canadian dollars, it's about 60 something US. So I think it's cheaper than when it was at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm going to try and put up a screenshot here for you guys to show you the price of San Diego Comic-Con's version if you bought it back then from the convention. And that's that. I'm trying to collect the whole series. So I'm getting there. There's a lot of figures, and hopefully they'll go up in value once I have the entire set. And to end out this video, let's look at Springer, and we'll look at Brawl. Okay, so Springer here, this is the first kind of version of Springer that I really wanted after the G1 Springer. I saw a lot of them over the years. I just didn't pull the trigger. And this guy here is a nice homage to the cartoon itself. His vehicle form and his robot form look amazing. Like, yeah, I just really impressed with this figure. They've done a great job with it. And of course, Transformers are just way nicer nowadays compared to older day Transformers in terms of their articulation and in terms of the sculpts and transformations. So very happy about this guy. And Constructicon Long Haul, I got him on sale as well for 30 Canadian. So like $20 US. So wait for a deal at Toys R Us. And it comes with he's part of the Devastator. So I'm getting there. Just need a few more pieces. Mixmaster. And there's also one more guy that's leader class as well. So 2 more guys needed to finish off Devastator. And I can't wait to get him and display him. And that's about it for this haul video. Thanks for watching. Again, if you missed the beginning, I will be doing a little giveaway, so please read the description below for details on how to win. And I really thank you for watching throughout the whole video. It really does help my channel out, and by you guys watching my videos, it allows me to give away more stuff for free. The more money I make, the more I'm able to give away for free. This is Alpha Prime. Thanks for watching. Peace out.